Welcome to the Rescue Authentic Networking. I am Nicole Williams, along with my co-host Dawn Evans Casey and Jennifer Johnson. How are you today, Jennifer?
I'm good. I'm good. I hate to have to put my reading glasses on, but I'm going to do that because our guests today are, well, they need this great introduction. If you look at them, and they already made, well, let me introduce them first, and then we'll talk about the cute pillow behind them and everything else. So our guests today are marketing executives, Jerry and Karen Stern, and they're with Melaleuca. But let me tell you a little bit about Jerry and Karen. Jerry and Karen Stern are lifetime entrepreneurs. Jerry worked for General Electric years ago and knew the corporate ladder wasn't where he wanted to be. He was a manufacturer's rep for 25 years. That's quite an accomplishment. Karen worked in the nonprofit world and taught preschool for 11 years. Well, there you go, Nicole. There you go. They had a very successful chain of 1-hour photo labs with 4 stores and sold them after 10 years in business. Following that success, they discovered the home-based industry and looked for the perfect company that they would be proud to represent. They have worked with Melaleuca, a US-based manufacturer of health and wellness products, for the last 18 years. That's pretty significant. And love helping people. So of everything in their lives, they are the proudest of 3 beautiful daughters and 5 grandchildren, and they are the loves of their lives. So what a great, I did not know everything about them. Thank you, Jerry and Karen, for joining us today. And
pleasure.
Yeah, it's really cool to have you here. That was quite an introduction, but tell us for just a minute, where'd you get the pillow?
Oh, I worked in Hooverwood for 3 years, or almost 3 years, and I managed the gift shop. And this was one of the items that I purchased. When I saw it, I knew if I liked it, other people would like it.
Oh, it's really quite cute.
Adorable.
Quite cute, yeah. So Hooverwood is a senior living community here in the Indianapolis area. So that is perfect for you guys. We're just really happy that you could join us today. And I know you're very busy people. And it wears me out to even read all the things that you guys did. And I know that you're doing what you do now, you love, and you look wonderfully healthy and things are going well. But can you tell us a little bit more about who you are, what you do? I mean, if anybody's friends with them on Facebook, you see their beautiful grandchildren and their daughters. And but tell us how this COVID thing, this virus has affected you. And we'll start there. So go ahead, whichever one wants to talk.
Okay.
Sure. Like everybody else right now, we are still social distancing, and that's pretty key. So our life really revolves around Facebook and Zoom meetings. So what we did is typically do is go to networking meetings. I think between us, we do 3 networking meetings a week. And now, so we're doing Zoom meetings. And, we knew how to do Zoom meetings before because we've done that with our business for a couple of years. So this is it's nice, I think, especially with COVID right now going on, it gives us that opportunity to see people where at least we're connecting with people.
Right.
And still building relationships.
Yeah, well, so it's building relationships is one of the things you'd say, definitely.
It's all about building relationships. That's what makes this whole business work.
Oh, right. Well, we couldn't have paid him to say that. I didn't pay him to say that.
It's true.
It's all about relationships. So the COVID thing has now moved you virtual, basically.
Right.
And I'm sure it's kind of steering you different directions. Not that you weren't already looking for the home-based person, but you're building a team of people doing what Melaleuca. Tell us a little bit real quick before we go to the next question. What is Melaleuca, guys?
Melaleuca is a health and wellness company.
Okay.
And we are the manufacturer of about 450 different products. that people use everywhere in their home. We're really a shopping club, the largest one in North America for health and wellness products. And this way they get delivered right to your home, which in COVID is a really nice thing. And, you know, the pricing is really in line with like Costco or Sam's Club or any of those. And the thing that we like, you know, as much as anything else is that we feel totally comfortable being able to share it because we use the products and we know what they do.
Cool.
That's
So I like to say it's replacement shopping because people are buying these products anyway. They're just buying them at a different store. And that's really the key. You know, we ask people to switch some of their buying to Melaleuca where they're getting better quality products at wholesale pricing.
So they're, yeah, sorry, Karen. Yeah, I don't think, I mean, honest, I'm going to be completely upfront here. I'm a client, I'm a customer. I love the products, but the idea that, you know, there's certain aisles at the grocery store, I don't even go down because I know that I've already got, I know that I'm going to get my products from Melaleuca. And I trust that there's, I mean, really quick guys, the products are, what is that, environmentally friendly? Or,
Absolutely.
okay, so that's
non-toxic.
So there's, you know, that's a big deal. And obviously now there's so many people, you know, well, what are we using on our body? So take it away, Nicole. I'm sorry, I've gotten kind of off track.
No, I'm glad you said that because that's so important.
It
is.
is.
Everything you guys mentioned, this, you know, especially during COVID, you know, we want to be careful. And well, so as y'all know, we're so glad to have you. So our show is all about being authentic, and we try to be as real as we can be. And we were wondering, what does authentic mean to you all in your business? Just your general view on that.
Sure. You know, authentic to me is being real. And, you know, I feel like Jerry and I couldn't be more real. You know, we want people who are customers they know us and they trust us. And I'm really comfortable recommending people to try Melaleuca out for their shopping because I know the products are going to work better than what they're currently buying. And I know they're going to save money. And there's that convenience. So yeah, authentic is, you know, something that's really important to us. You know, there's no pretense. I mean, this is just, it's a matter of shopping online and we're there to help people.
Right. I mean, really with us, it's what you see is what you get. You know, we are real people.
Mm-hmm. Well, you definitely are real people.
Yes, we are real people with 4 grandchildren in the other room.
And if you hear a bunch of noise,
oh my goodness.
if you hear a bunch of noise, you'll know why.
Yeah, but I was going to say, I've said this to them before, and Dawn, your question's next, I know, but my one of my big things is that their granddaughters, and I think their grandsons, I've seen pictures, literally look like little China dolls. Their faces they do, they look like, and it's like, oh my gosh. So I love seeing their pictures. Anyway, Dawn, take me away from that. Go ahead.
All right. Well, I just want to say, Jerry and Karen, you all are very authentic. I have had the opportunity to know you both now for a little while, and gosh, I think you're awesome. So
well, thank you.
We feel the same way about you.
Well, thank you. I want to ask, you talked about replacement shopping.
Right.
And most people for health and wellness products know to run to the drugstore or the wholesale clubs or something like that, the Sam's and the Costco's and whatnot regularly. But so how do you reach new customers and get people to do that transition shopping so that you're able to connect with them and show them this better alternative?
That's actually a great question. You know, that's something that we work on every day. And I think it goes back to building relationships. And with TTR, you know, Jerry had been attending meetings for several years.
With Dawn.
Right.
Yeah.
And so he was just really comfortable and really loved going to those meetings. And when I retired, 2 years ago, I started attending meetings. And I have to be honest, I was a little apprehensive. I wasn't really comfortable because I'd never done it before. I'm always great on one-on-one with people. I'm used to working with people, but being in a room with only friends now, seemed a little strange. And after a little bit, I started loving it because I was meeting new people and building rapport.
And most of those people have no pretense either. They're real people, and the whole message with TTR is, to build relationships, to foster everybody's business. And it really does work that way.
Oh, I'm so glad to hear that.
Well, it's true. It really is.
So glad to hear that. No, that's what we hope will happen. But, I know I met Jerry first, and we were at another organizations or something in tech or networking event. So the question that I always ask is, how did you find TTR? But I can usually say that I probably didn't let you go anywhere else. I'm just like with the big hook. No, Jerry, you got to come over and check out TTR. But you know what? I may have kicked off the first group, but it's because of great people like you guys and Dawn and Nicole and so many others that we've had on the show that it works out. It doesn't work out. I would love to. I don't take any of the credit. Everybody in the groups, they tend to be those kind of people. If an organization doesn't last, if it doesn't have that at the core. So there's a lot of great networking opportunities out there. I'd like to believe TTR is something special. So you guys, between the two of you, you're involved really in 3 different groups, aren't you? And
right.
We are.
Yeah. So you and it is a weekly commitment. You've already said the authenticity thing. We're all selling. What would you, like Karen, you'd never networked before. So like that? You
Right.
Obviously, let's get real, guys. You have a, what was it? Did we say 17 years, 18 years you've been with Melaleuca? So you're doing something before you met us, because we're only 10 years old, and I know you haven't been members forever. But it's networking, right? It's networking in general. It's just knowing that. So Jerry, Karen, what's your trick? What do you do? I know the question should be about TTR, but I really don't know that. What do you do that works? Because you're doing something right. Whether it's in TTR or whatever, you think that that's it? It's just no pretense. You come in and you tell them what you have, and if it can add value, great. Or what do you attribute to your success?
I'll tell you the way I feel about it is we're not selling anything. We have no inventory or anything else. We don't sell anything.
Right.
What I do in the morning is I get up, and it sounds cliche, but it really is. It's like, who do I know and how can I help?
Okay.
And that's really the goal, and that's the way we look at things. So if we get on Facebook and, just people that we know, people that we talk to, and if there is an issue that they talk about that we can help, then we'll private message them and talk to them. Okay, so we don't, it's, not like a lot of other companies where you get on Facebook and it's just one ad after another, after another, after another. You never see that with Melaleuca, period, but certainly not with us.
Well, in Melaleuca now, Karen's wearing the lipstick.
Very pretty.
She told us
Thank
earlier.
you.
I would have to give the plug to that, because they do a lot of different things. So just one last question before Nicole and Dawn, because they have got some stuff they've got to ask. But
Sure.
I think that my questions are kind of like, tell us a story, and you've already kind of shared. But when you get down, what was I was going to say about the? So when you're with your Melaleuca business, not only are you looking for clients or customers, but you're also an avenue as a network marketing opportunity. You're a way to help people build their own Melaleuca business. So
absolutely.
Right. So maybe, I don't know. Can you tell us a little bit more about that end of it? So somebody doesn't really have to go out and sell, right?
No,
right?
we don't sell.
Right.
Okay. You guys don't sell, but if you bring in team members, how do you what do you explain? Because you're really just sharing these wonderful products with other people.
Melaleuca has 4 pillars of wellness.
Okay,
That's
there you
something we focus on. One is personal wellness. I always forget. Personal wellness, environmental wellness, and that's why we have all the health products and wellness, and financial, which is obviously something to help people. People right now, especially, everyone needs extra money, and people need the security of having something else in place, because none of us can depend on a job. A job right now is only temporary.
Right.
And I think everybody's learned that. And with Melaleuca, we're able to, I left out one of the pillars. Do you remember the other one? Personal, financial, physical, environmental.
There you go.
Physical.
There you go.
Thank you. And so we can help people in all areas of their life. And if people join our team, we work very closely with them to help them create that extra source of income, which I think people really, it's important to have that. So A, it's a cushion, and B, it's that the extra income where you can rely on, and we have residual income. And over the years that we're with Melaleuca, 18 years, we've gotten a check every single month, whether we worked with Melaleuca or not. And there's a lot to be said for that.
Yeah.
And we were lucky. Jerry had residual income as a manufacturer's rep.
GE was making refrigerators 24/7. I was getting paid on everyone.
Well, there you go. There you go. So there's something, so that's one of those things that people listening, call Jerry and Karen, they can talk to you about residual income. So we'll go there we know TTR, you've been very good to TTR too. You've stuck with it, and I don't want to, I don't want you to think that, we don't want any specific stories, because we would love to share those. We just don't have enough time for all of that, because Dawn's got a question for you, and I'll let her take it from here. Yeah.
Okay. Well, I know you guys already know that one of the tenets of TTR networking is all about giving back to the community and supporting those around us. So not only do we want to be a success and thrive, but we want the others around us to be able to glean that as well. So tell me what nonprofits, what community groups you two support, and perhaps what are the efforts, the groups that you belong to, the TTR networking groups that you belong to, what have they done activity-wise to support that community nonprofit effort?
Well, many years ago now, thank God, I had pancreatic cancer. And I was able to beat that, 3 surgeries worth, but it goes back to 1996 and then beyond, forward. And it's always been something that's very important to us. And I still go see, my surgeon once a year down at IU. And from time to time, he will call and ask me to, be able to share my story with somebody. And we do that. And there is a purple stride presentation celebration that they do every year. And we are going to put together a team of people who would like to walk and, for cancer research. And that's one of the things that I look for as one of the things that we want to be able to support. And they need more research. There's no question about it. I've been very fortunate.
Very.
Yeah.
And that helps a lot, so
Yeah.
I feel very comfortable doing that. And I've had a couple of presentations that I've done at meetings that they've had, and I'm happy to.
Great.
Nice to be able to share positive stories, because it's not a very positive disease at all.
Yeah.
We were very fortunate. We found the right surgeon at the right hospital. And then when he retired, he put us on to the next one that he personally hired. So
Wonderful.
we were very fortunate.
Well, I'm glad that came up, because I've heard the story about your pancreatic cancer, and I think that's why you guys, that was one of the things about Melaleuca, right? that
Mm.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
yeah,
We love the idea of the natural products,
yeah,
which was something that we were always aware of, you know, because I always cooked it as natural as possible. You know, we didn't use any food additives. But when I found out about Melaleuca, I thought this makes perfect sense. Why wouldn't I want to have toxic-free products in my house?
And most people don't realize how bad those toxic products are in the home. You breathe them, they're on your clothes, they're everywhere. Get them out.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much for contributing your experience, your time, your treasures. That really, I know it makes a difference for others. So we much appreciate it.
yes, we do. We do.
We do. One of the things that our audience is probably wondering is how can we reach you? If you could share the best way we can reach out, we and our audience can reach out to you all.
Well, we're on Facebook, so you can reach out to us that way.
You can certainly call Jennifer.
And their TTR website, or TTR,
Right.
www.ttrnetworking.com. You can go to networking groups, and you guys are in the Westfield group. What is the name of the Westfield?
It's the Westfield TTR.
Okay, awesome.
And then I'm in the Keystone Connectors.
Oh, you're Keystone Connectors. Okay, awesome.
And the Castleton Connectors.
Okay, well, 3 places. That's awesome. Castleton.
Isn't that
Thank
fun?
you guys. I love it.
Yes, me too.
You get something different from every group. You know, we have
Absolutely.
different members, one industry, you know, industry exclusive, and it's just so cool. So,
It is cool.
It really
And
is.
I'll tell you, when our Westfield Connectors started, we started with just a handful of us, and I said to Jennifer, I'm not really sure about this group. And now we have 14 people, and it is a fabulous group. They're just wonderful people.
Mm-hmm.
And I love what I do love, Jennifer, is the fact that we do give back as a networking group, and that to me was
That's true.
great.
You know, and I'll just throw in there real quick. The Westfield group's been very much, now all of the groups are doing things, but the Westfield group's been an unbelievable ride. You know, they started, and I really was kind of like, oh, I don't know, you know, is it going to work? Well, Westfield's happening, and we've done very well, and they've done some really smart things that we have shared with the other groups. So I'm glad that Karen has had a good experience there. And the Keystone group's good too. And the Castleton group is all awesome. So thank you for doing that. And I know, Nicole, just real quick.
Yes.
Last week we had a different guest on, and he referred to the website, and we're like, Nicole and I are talking this week. It's like, yeah, why
never
aren't
thought
we
of that.
telling everybody to check out the website? Because all of our members have a profile. That's what they're supposed to have.
That's the goal.
So why not, you know, direct? So I'm glad you brought that up. But
Yes. Yeah. Thank you all.
you're good.
Right. And one thing I also like about this giving back portion of it is each of the groups get to decide who they're giving back to, what group, what community's effort they give back to.
Yeah.
And that's a nice thing to be able to say also. It's not just TTR making a decision and all the money goes there.
And we've had so many different organizations come and speak to us that I didn't even know existed. And I really appreciate that too.
Well, that's, you know, and that's a lot to do with the individual groups, because I know when we started, our goal was to do something like that, but we didn't know what it looked like. And now, years later, I'm just happy that we can say, you know, that we've and exactly what Karen said, so many new, you know, connections are made. I mean, Dawn has a group that, you know, she's brought so many new, everybody, and I just met a new nonprofit yesterday on one of our calls, and I didn't even know it, and it's right down in Indianapolis. So, you know, if there were a way for us to just you know, hug them all, that would be wonderful if we could do that. But it's so nice to think that we have all these people involved. So anyway, just, you know, Karen, Dawn and Nicole, real quick, did I miss any questions? Because I get so excited about these guys. Did we do it?
We're down to the final thought.
I know, but before I give them
Before the final thought.
Before the final thought, I did not want to leave Dawn and Nicole if I missed any questions. Are we good?
We're
Okay,
good.
so now we kind of like to just come to the point where we say, Karen and Jerry and Karen, what would you like to leave with our listeners? You've given us where to find you, but what would be your final thoughts? I mean, you've given us a lot of great nuggets today, but tell us some more, or give us the final thing.
Let's see. I'm just going to throw out. I was going to share a quote with you.
Yes.
But well, I'll do that. But I really like this one. It's not what happens to you that determines how far you go in life. It's how you handle what happens to you, by Zig Ziglar.
Oh, I love him. Yes. See you at the top. Love him. Yes. That's awesome.
We I think read or listened to almost all of this stuff.
Yeah. So that and that's kind of that's perfect. That's perfect. Of course, every time I'm ever doing here. So we always kind of end up with the serenity prayer, which the Zig Ziglar kind of, say it again. Karen, can you read it one more time?
Sure. It's not what happens to you that determines how far you will go in life. It is how you handle what happens to you.
Right. So the serenity prayer is, God grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. And we always kind of come back to that, just what's a good quote for this show. And in general, I think we always kind of, that's it. You can't, things are going to happen. You got to make lemonade. You got to figure out how to move forward. And you guys, look what you've done. 17, is it really 17 or is it almost?
It's 18 years.
Oh, wow. 18.
February of 2002, but who's
good for you. Okay. So with that in mind, thank you because I think, you had pancreatic cancer, Jerry, and you could have, done so many different things, and you guys took it and you made your Melaleuca business. Maybe not exactly that way, but it had something to do with it. So,
a lot of it is mindset. There's no question.
I agree. Yep.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Karen found another one that we always talk about too.
What is it?
If opportunity doesn't knock, build a door.
Yeah.
Oh,
I love that.
And that was by Milton Berle, believe it or not.
Oh, really?
really?
I like that. I like that very much. Well, thank you. And Nicole, we'll let you kind of.
I'm sorry, I'm just writing a quick note on that. I love that. I've not heard of that one. I love that.
Yeah.
Well, we just want to thank you, Jerry and Karen and Jerry, for being here today. Such a pleasure sharing everything, learning about you. Definitely would love to learn more about the Melaleuca, and also, I don't know if Jerry, if you would ever be interested in presenting to our group. I don't know if you presented to like other groups you mentioned, to the hospital, but we're in the works of meeting with different nonprofits and, just see how we can support you. Yay. Okay, well, I'll get to you about that, but we're so thankful. And Dawn, we want to reach out to you. Miss Dawn, how are things going with you?
Well,
Awesome. I'm still on cloud 9 that we kicked off our TTR Cares Zoom gathering yesterday.
Yeah,
and
thank you.
I'm just looking forward to more robust conversations and great connections, and sharing more information about connections with nonprofits and community support. So
cool.
Thanks for asking.
Good way to go to the end. Take it out, Nicole, then I'm going to quit talking.
No, you're fine. You're fine. Well, we want to thank everybody again for being here. You can visit our website about more TT Cares info, learn more about Jerry and Karen at our www.ttrnetworking.com. Sound good? We look forward to many more conversations to come. Until next time, may all your days be filled with authenticity.
Thank you for asking us.
Thank
Bye, everyone.
you. We really appreciate you.